From the PEP Radio Newsroom, this is a news blast for this hour. LGBTQ Nation is reporting that Harvard University has made its most explicit concession yet to President Donald Trump's crusade against diversity, equity, and inclusion with the shuttering of 3 Harvard College offices that address the concerns and advancement of women, LGBTQ, and minority students at the college. Alumni group Crimson Courage denounced the move as public capitulation. This is no time to step back from your refusal to allow the federal government to dictate how Harvard educates, the group said. On Wednesday, Harvard quietly removed the pages for the Harvard College's Women's Center, Office for BGLTQ Student Life, and Foundation for Intercultural and Race Relations, the Harvard Crimson reports. Links to those centers sites now redirect to a sparse webpage for an Office of Culture and Community within the college's Dean of Students office. On the same day, the Faculty of Arts and Sciences, which houses Harvard College, the university's undergraduate school, announced internally that it would replace its diversity office with an Office for Academic Culture and Community. The rollback comes after one of the school's earliest concessions to Trump in April, when the school renamed its campus-wide Office of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion and Belonging to Community and Campus Life. Whether or not Harvard will pursue the same goals under the new semantic regime remains unclear. The school has been in negotiations with the White House over the fate of billions of dollars in federal funding for Harvard since the administration opened its attack on the university earlier this year. Trump's latest threat to Harvard also came on Wednesday when the Departments of Education and Health and Human Services notified the New England Commission of Higher Education that Harvard is in violation of federal anti-discrimination laws and therefore may fail to meet the standards for accreditation set by the commission, according to a joint statement from the federal departments. Trump has weaponized those agencies and others in pursuit of scouring DEI programs and marginalized identities in general from the federal government and American society at large, largely because Trump is a fuckwit. The White House has repeatedly and explicitly included an end to DEI at Harvard among its conditions for restoring federal research funding. The scarcely populated Office of Culture and Community page features a university commitment statement emphasizing generalized values. We respect the rights, differences, and dignity of others, demonstrate integrity in all our dealings, pursue excellence conscientiously in our work, hold ourselves accountable for our actions and conduct in the community, and cultivate bonds and bridges that enable all to grow with and learn from one another. The word diversity is nowhere to be found, and marginalized groups are not mentioned. The office also states that Harvard College remains committed to cultivating a community where all of its members can thrive, even though Harvard lacks a backbone and a spine, ensuring that students feel welcome. As of last week, the leaders of the offices that have been removed were still named in the school's internal directories, the Crimson reported, though the staff directory for the former Office of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion is no longer available. Go figure. A June 30th finding by the Trump administration's Joint Task Force to Combat Anti-Semitism accused Harvard of violent violation of the Civil Rights Act, which prohibits discrimination based on race, color, or national origin in programs or activities that receive federal funding. Harvard will meet administration lawyers in court on July 21st to argue for the release of frozen federal research dollars, while a judge has indefinitely blocked Trump's effort to revoke Harvard's ability to enroll international students who make up about a quarter of its enrollment. That's a news blast for this hour. You can now listen to PEP Radio on Alexa. Just tell your device, Alexa, play PEP Radio and tell Trump to shut the f up. You can also find us on Roku, the Live 365 app, and on the PEP Radio page of the Pennsylvania Equality Project website, paequality.com. Up next, we have the Beadville area weather forecast here on PEP Radio.